What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and let's get you caught up on new stimulus checks, deadlines, things that you need to know about happening right now. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, there's an assortment of different checks on different levels, not just the federal level checks, which everybody's waiting to see. Is there going to be a fourth federal level stimulus check of $2,000 like we were promised back in March of 2021, you guys? Well, I'll keep you up to date on that. We're hearing that it potentially could come through via executive actions with leftover existing funds being reallocated by the president. We will see if that comes through. Also, we're hearing that for a federal level stimulus check to everybody in the nation, the number one cause, the main thing that could push this through would be a major economic recession, which we've gotten word from the Federal Reserve is on the horizon. Things are not looking good. The Federal Reserve has literally said that pain is on the way. So we're going to be seeing, because in addition to that, progressives, they have been pushing their Democratic agenda items, which include more stimulus provisions, and they're saying they're not going to be resting until they get a lot of these stimulus provisions pushed through. And we're also hearing all of these, they're coming back right now during midterm election. So we will see. I will keep you guys up to date on everything on a federal level, but there are also a lot of deadlines and new checks coming out on state, city, and county levels. I'm going to get you caught up on. All of these are going to be linked in the description below. I'm going to put them on the screen so you can see them for yourself. And also, I'm going to be adding them to my comprehensive list that I've worked on for the past 3 months of every stimulus check for states, cities, and counties in the nation. They're all at www.reliefroadmap.com. You can go ahead and access all of the work that I've assembled. It's got websites, phone numbers, emails, contact information, deadlines, everything. Poured in tons of time, energy, and money into it. If you want access to it, if you're interested, but also I'm going to keep you up to date here on this channel as well. And if you appreciate that, do me a quick favor, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. Any specific questions, hop on Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. And also I've got a second channel for you guys, Steve Ram Finance, where you can get information about growing wealth, personal finance, starting businesses, stuff like that. I've got all of that information on that second channel to try to help you out as well. But with that being said, let's take a look at these articles that are coming out with deadlines and information that you need to know about stimulus. All right, guys, so link in the description below to this article that came out yesterday that says Minnesota to send $487 payments to 1 million pandemic frontline workers. And this one says more than 1 million Minnesotans who worked frontline jobs at the onset of the pandemic are finally going to be getting their hero pay. So those that worked throughout the course of the pandemic, they're going to get $487. Now, the big picture, the $487 bonuses, they're set to start going out Wednesday. And they're much smaller than lawmakers originally envisioned for $750, which was what they had approved for the program. Now, here's the reason for that. The state received 1,025,655 applications that met the eligibility guidelines. And that is significantly more than lawmakers had originally estimated to be about 667,000 workers who qualified. So because they had so many people that were eligible for this, the amounts of distributions, they got cut almost in half. Now, lawmakers at a divided legislature first agreed to spend $250 million on the bonuses back in 2021. But the process hit a snag over disagreements about who should be eligible and whether the state should set aside more money for bigger payments. So in April, lawmakers agreed to increase the pot to $500 million as a part of the deal to replenish the state's depleted unemployment insurance trust fund. And a lot of people are saying that this is really helping them out, and they appreciate that they're being acknowledged. Now, what to expect? All applicants will receive an email by Wednesday confirming whether their request was approved or rejected, Blissenbach said. Applicants who requested AHC, direct deposit payments, they should receive the funds within 7 to 10 business days. So that is on the way. And those who opted for debit cards, they're going to be getting their payments by mail in the next 3 or 4 weeks. And of note, the payments are not taxable on the state level, but they are subject to federal taxes. So you could get hit with federal taxes, but it is a little bit of additional payments for you. Now, next up is New York. Stimulus 2022 payments. Who will receive an automatic check for $270 in New York. This just came out yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. Eligible New Yorkers could receive up to $270 in the form of an automatic stimulus payment this month, which was announced last month by Governor Kathy Hochul. Hochul previously announced that New York State Department of Taxation and Finance would be sending out checks or additional New York State child and earned income tax payments to help with the rising cost of inflation that New Yorkers have been dealing with. Are you eligible? Well, New Yorkers who receive the Empire State Child Credit and or the Earned Income Credit on their 2021 state tax returns are going to be eligible for the new stimulus checks. You must also have filed your New York State income tax return by April 18th of 2022 or had valid extensions of time to file. Now, when are the payments going to be arriving? The New York State Department of Taxation and Finance has said it will begin sending checks in September, with most issued in October to be received by October 31st. So if you're eligible for these, you're going to be getting them this month, the month of October. How do you get the checks? No action is required to receive this check. They're just going to be sending it to you. New Yorkers who have recently moved should update their address with DTF to prevent delays in receiving their additional NYS child and earned income tax payment checks. And to do so, they have created an account you need to create an account on the department's website. Here is a hyperlink and follow the on-screen instructions to complete the required fields and save your updated address information. So again, this is linked in the description below. If this is applicable to you, you can click the hyperlink, go ahead and go do that right away. Next up, Rhode Island child tax credit checks are on the way. So another child tax credit one for a state, Rhode Island. Here's what you need to know. If you have young children, a check is in the mail. Rhode Island will be paying out $250 election year child tax credits starting this week, said Governor Dan McKee. Administration, they announced this on Monday. Parents making $100,000 per year or less, $200,000 if they're married and filing jointly, are going to be eligible per child for credits, which were approved by the state budget in June. Here's what you need to know. What do I need to do to get this check? Well, if you have at least one dependent child 18 years of age or younger as of last year and you filed your state tax returns, you don't have to do anything. So this is another automatic payment going to be coming your way. The State Division of Taxation has gone through Rhode Island 2021 tax returns and prepared tax credits for everyone with children. If you have more than one kid, do you get more money? Yes. Families can claim credits of up to 3 children, so some will get $750. When will these arrive? If you filed a tax return in the spring, you should get a child tax credit by the end of the month. If you filed for an extension, you should be getting your credit by the end of the year, State Tax Administration Nana Savage said. So another one on the way. And also, you guys, on a federal level, take a look at this. Parents who missed out on the child tax credits of up to $3,600 have until November 15th to claim it using a simple tool. This just came out 2 days ago. So you've got a little bit over a month to make sure that you don't miss out. A more generous child tax credit of $3,600 per child was available last year. Eligible parents who missed out can still claim the money. For families with children who still haven't filed, the sums could easily add up to more than $10,000, one expert said. So a more generous child tax credit provided qualifying parents with up to $3,600 per child last year. There's good news for families who missed out on some or all of those payments. It's not too late for you to file for the money, but to use a simplified tool, here's a hyperlink, getctc.org. They must file by November 15th to submit their information for the funds. So you've got about a month. Use this hyperlink. Go ahead and do it. If you missed out on the child tax credit, it's not too late. The money is there. The money is yours, said Gabriel Zucker, Associate Policy Director of Tax Benefits at Code for America, a charitable organization that provided the tool. You have through November 15th, he said. Do not wait. So again, if this is you, if you missed out on the child tax credit money for whatever reason, right now, at the end of this video, go down to the description, go to the hyperlink for this one. It's from CNBC. Click on the getctc.org link and go do that right away. So there you have it, you guys. Those are the latest updates coming out in the last 48 hours, most of which came out in the last 24 hours. And we're seeing this all the time, every day. States, cities, counties, new updates coming out for provisions for checks, some of which you need to apply, some of which you don't need to do anything. But whatever it is, you guys, these are coming out left and right because of excess funds for states and also leftover American Rescue Plan funds. And as they roll out, I'll keep you up to date every single day, every step of the way, you guys. But that is the latest. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far, haven't already, don't forget to take a quick second, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Also leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Any specific questions, Instagram at SteveRam3, best way to get a hold of me directly. Second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth, personal finance, and comprehensive lists that I assembled all in one easy to access place, www.reliefroadmap.com. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.